From the National Newsroom of the Canadian Press, I'm Jason White. Prime Minister Mark Carney says he's spoken to Donald Trump after the U.S. president's threat to block the opening of a new bridge between Windsor, Ontario, and Detroit. Carney says he pointed out how Canada paid for the bridge's construction and that it used both Canadian and American steel and workers.
This is a great example of cooperation between our countries. Look forward to it opening. And what is particularly important, of course, is the commerce and the tourism and the voyages of Canadians and Americans that will go across that bridge.
Carney says Trump's asked for his ambassador, Pete Hoekstra, to be involved in efforts to smooth out conversations around the bridge. Former Michigan Governor Rick Snyder says the U.S. would be the biggest loser in a delay of the bridge's opening. He wrote an op-ed in the Detroit News today, defending the bridge deal that he signed in 2012. But Ontario Premier Doug Ford says he doesn't think U.S. President Trump will follow through on his bridge threats. He thinks it would jeopardize Republicans in upcoming midterm elections.
Make no mistake about it, as sure as I'm talking to you, I'm very confident this bridge is going to open. I'll tell you the reason why it's going to open, because it's in the best interest of the American economy.
Trump complained about American liquor being removed from Ontario stores in his bridge threat social media post, but Ford says he's standing firm on that decision. Prime Minister Mark Carney is set to meet this week with the leaders of a host of European countries at the Munich Security Conference. The Prime Minister's office says Carney will also meet with business leaders while he's there, part of his efforts to attract investment in critical minerals, energy, and technology. The federal procurement ministers defending the government's latest billion-dollar loan to Canada Post. But Joelle Lightbound says federal support can't be a long-term solution. Ottawa says the latest temporary support will ensure service is maintained while the organization makes reforms to make it viable in the long run. An oral HIV test that can be done at home is coming to Canada. Experts say it offers new hope in eliminating HIV as a public health threat by 2030. The country's National Housing Agency says it expects home sales to pick up this year, but demand is forecast to remain below historical averages as the economy grows, but slowly.
CMHC says the pickup in housing demand will be led by Ontario and BC after those markets saw some of their weakest sales in decades. The agency's baseline forecast is calling for 489,000 home sales for 2026 at an average price of $698,000, both slightly higher than 2025 levels. The report also notes that downside risks to its outlook are more likely than upside and cautioned that if Canada slips into a mild recession this year, demand will be weaker. Michelle Zedekian, The Canadian Press.
This is The Canadian Press. In sports, it's a silver for Canada at the Milan Cortina Olympics. The Canadian short track mixed team of William Danjanu, Kim Boutin, Felix Roussel, and Courtney Sereau finished behind host Italy. It's Canada's first silver, but third medal overall of these games. Canada's Victoria Mboko is through to the third round of the Qatar Open. The 10th seed from Toronto defeated former world number 2 Vera Zvonareva. Toronto Raptors forward Brandon Ingram is going to the NBA All-Star Game. He was named to the USA Stripes team as an injury replacement for Golden State guard Steph Curry. It's a light night tonight in the NBA with just 4 games on the schedule. The Toronto Raptors have the night off. And Justin Verlander is coming full circle. The veteran pitcher has agreed to a 1-year, $13 million U.S. contract with the Detroit Tigers. The 3-time Cy Young Award winner began his major league career with Detroit in 2005. From the Canadian Press, I'm Jason White.
Thanks for listening. Don't forget to follow and subscribe. For more of today's top stories, visit thecanadianpressnews.ca.